Hello friends, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. No weapons formed against you or I will ever shall ever prosper. Okay, so it's gonna be noisy. I'm walking to the gym. And by the time I get to the gym, it's gonna be time for the workout. So I gotta get this message put out. I'm walking, right? I'm walking. And it's about walking in faith. I was talking to my sister cousin the other day. And I gave a good example of walking in faith because just because people say they believe in God, they don't truly understand how God works in our lives. So it's like wishing and hoping and praying for something without actively doing anything towards anything you're wishing and hoping and praying for. Walking in faith is about taking actual action, walking in a step. So this was the example that was given in the conversation. Was there are plans to go and execute an experience, right? You want to go have an experience in life in the future. And I said to her, I guessed like everything that she had in her mind that made her come to the decision that she had came to. And I was explaining to her, for one, that it's a limitation how she's thinking, right? We have limited mindsets based off of our 3D reality. And fuck the 3D. I know it's hard to believe that and to hear it, but fuck the 3D. Because the 3D gives us limitations, and we take these limitations in the 3D and co-create future reality because of the limitation. Okay, so this is the thing. Say you got multiple jobs, and within these multiple jobs, you can estimate if it's not something that you create for yourself, the wealth for yourself, and you're working for someone else, you can create your salary. You can calculate how much based off of your hourly wage, right? And then you're going to deduce certain things that you're able to do and accomplish based off of that set amount from working for someone. And I was explaining to her why it was a limitation, because if that's the only thing that you can calculate, there's no wiggle room for God to put any magic and blessings into your life based off of that calculation. That's why a very important friend of mine told me something a few years ago. And I'm a big dreamer. But it had me looking at my dreams like, how can we top this? And how can we top that? And how can we do this? And how can we do that? Because I want to make sure, even my dreams I know have limitations, but they're pretty fucking big anyway. So God got lots of work to do. God already do a lot of work for me anyway. And therefore I'm grateful. But here's the example of walking in faith. If there's something that you want to do, for example, you want to go on a vacation. You want to go to Hawaii, right? If you live in America, I want to take it that, not that you're going from, New York to California, but let's just fly off of the continent and let's just go to the island of Hawaii. And then, which island do you want to go to? Oahu is going to be a little lower than going to like Maui or to Big Island. Anyway, the cost of living is going to be whatever it is, and the price is going to be the price. But let's just say Hawaii is pretty high end. Okay, I lived there for 4 years, almost 4 years. And so the flights, you want to fly there first class. You want to stay in the top tier fucking resort off of, overlooking whatever ocean. And of course you want to eat out the best food every day. So it's going to cost an astronomical amount compared to what your 3D bank account has, right? So maybe in your 3D bank account, you only have a fraction of how much it costs, right? And so in your mind, with your multiple jobs, you have calculated with you and your partner, or maybe you and your family, and you got a pet, and you got to pay for a dog sitter. That's what I used to have to do. You have these things that you're calculating, like, how can I afford this? So this is the thing about faith, is you don't ever have to worry about what you can afford. You just need to know that you're deserving of that comfortable first class flight. You know that you're deserving of a beautiful stay and a lovely time and experience with your loved ones. And so if you only got like $1,000 currently to your name in the bank, and you got some okay credit, then that means that trip is absolutely possible, okay? Because it doesn't matter if you saved anything. I, for one, I would do one of two things. Because if I say I want to go on a trip, I'm usually going to go like right now, because tomorrow isn't promised to me. And I tell people that they are, what do I say? It's very presumptuous of them to plan shit out. Oh, I'm going to retire in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I'm going to do this in 3 years. It's very presumptuous that what you plan on doing, that you even going to be alive for it, that you even going to have the health for it, that you have foreseen some future shit that you're postponing off your wants and your dreams. Only because of money. Because if you have money at the moment, you better believe you will go do it. So this is what I would do. I will call on my friends, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, whoever the motherfuckers that want to lend you some money, I will call on them, right? And I'm going to get the max amount that they're going to give me. And I'm not going to think about how much it costs to pay them back. That's going to come to me while I'm having a good time. I'm just going to get this money and have the most fun with it. And then while I'm having the most fun with it, because this is why it's so important to remain joyful and in peace, is because you literally experience so much downloads from God. You get so many insights of information to create your own abundance, to where the calculations of the generational wealth that you will create is incomprehensible, that you can't even fathom how much money that you would generate, because it's limitless at this point, because you're the one creating it. Walking in faith means you packing your suitcase right now. You got on your Aloha shirt. You got on your cargo shorts. You got your slides on. You and your honey is on your way. You ordered the Uber. You on your way to the fucking airport. That's faith. That's doing the things that you want to do that fill you up, because you know, oh, I ain't going to worry about how much this costs because God got it. And really believe that. And really living in that life. But it comes with a whole bunch of other stuff. That's why it be hard when I get up here and I want to give these messages. It's just so much information, and I'm just giving you a snippet of some of what you can do and what you need to do to just really change your whole life in the most impactful way. But faith is not you figuring nothing out. It's the convenience. Nothing is hard that God wants for you. It is easy to apply for a credit card loan. It is easy to apply for a credit card, for a credit card or a loan. That's real easy. The stressful part is you trying to figure out how you will pay it back. But if you pray to God and you are a good being and you have a great heart, God is going to give you the information and the insights on how you're going to pay it back. You don't need to figure it all out all the way right now. And that's the thing that be kind of wrong with human beings, is that we're always trying to figure out everything, and we just can't. We can't figure out everything. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow that's going to interrupt or disrupt what we got going for us. We don't have any idea. So it's really hard to try and figure out everything. Just be in the now, have a wonderful life experience, and really sit and think about the faith that we all say we have. I know my faith is stronger than the mud. Like, I live my life so virtuously, so in the flow state that like there's I'm just going with God at this point. At this point, I am literally going with everything that God has for me. And friends, in order for you to make your life better, you have to get in the know, go in the flow of what God has for you without trying to figure everything out. When it comes to God, that's just, you're not going to figure it out. I be trying. Look, I spend most of my time thinking and conversing with God, thinking that I got something. And it's not. Friends, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Life is amazing and magical. Life is amazing and magical in all the ways. You are abundant creators from God Source Energy here on Planet Abundance, okay? To have the most amazing, stress-free, peaceful, joy-filled human existence, friends. So have one and get some physical activity done today, okay? I already walked for an hour before my 1.5 to 2 hour workout. And I'm probably going to walk back. Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how I feel. Who knows? Who knows? But get some physical activity in. Take care of yourself. Love on you, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful day from wherever you're watching. Bye.